just to have a clear idea, a clear picture of why that hero right now is so important.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and casters, so Dia, why is it so strong? She has an innate knockback. She has super solid early game towards late game. Early game, she can set up, she can steal money, she can gain money, she can provide healing, and she is so strong in the lane. And all the gold that she stole from the enemy or she heals and gets from your teammate, she can convert that towards her healing and damage in her ultimate. So she's an infinite scaling hero in the Hero's Gorge of Honor of Kings.
It's just like the max snowball that you could have in the composition.
And not only that, right, she obviously creates disruption. So for these high frame heroes, if you are trying to get a great engage, she can just use her bit of farewell to just knock you back. And then she could use her ultimate to just basically disengage and engage for your team. So you can use it as 2 or 1 ways. So for those at home, if you're looking for a support player that really controls the pace of a team fight, Dia is the one.
All right, but talking about that, Sagi, talk to us how difficult it is for people at home just to start learning how to play that hero.
I think Dia...
Is it really hard?
I don't think it's very hard. You just gotta understand the mechanics here, right? Dia spell 1. Okay, it's a block that you throw onto your teammate and it heals them. And if you press it again, you fly towards them. All right? Spell 2, if you land onto the enemy. It takes down for about 2 to 3 seconds, and at the very end, it does a chunk of damage, and you steal gold from them. Now, the advanced part. If both teammates nearby gets spell 1 each and they come together, they get a lot of healing. Same goes for your spell 2, the bit of farewell. If you land onto 2 team enemies, you get more gold being stolen. Now, all the gold being stolen from your enemy and you earn from your ally. You don't steal from your ally, you earn gold from them. That converts to more healing, more damage on your ultimate.
That's such a cool mechanic, man. Come on. Whoever that designed that hero was completely cooking, I would say.
They were completely cooking, but there is a little bit of a caveat, right? Like, if you are a new player to this hero, watch out for your enhanced basic attack, because if you go in by accident with your advanced basic attack into, you may be swooping into a team fight that you didn't want to be there, buddy. You going into a T1, you're taking damage. You've got to try and get out of there.
Oh my gosh, that sounds horrible. That sounds like a situation I do not want to be put in. Right now we're having a little bit of difficulties. Right now we're having technical difficulties. Everyone at home, hold in with us. We're gonna try our very best just to get back into it really quickly. Talking about this, we're back. We're back. That's lovely. That idea right over there, banned. Let's talk a little bit about the picks that we already have, as we are already halfway through the BP.
Okay, here's the thing. Arlie is a mechanical difficult hero right here. Is it going to Rock or is it going to Ray?
That's the interesting thing, right? I mean, we've seen Ray always, when he goes for the marksman within the team of Genji, he likes to go for the D-Ranger, which we saw. Again, D-Ranger, not to kind of undersell him, he is a great marksman hero, but he does definitely require less than the Arlie. So yeah, it might be a good observation here, and obviously with Orgrim being picked up, it could be Ray into the jungle.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about that. Does that mean that the players inside of Genji can just kind of like switch roles?
They switch like that? Yep, that's it.
Is that something common that you can see?
We see mainly within Genji. There's no real other team that gets to qualify to this stage yet that we know of. Obviously, Honor of Kings being a MOBA for all, you may be a grassroots team that can get to this way. We have teams like ACT that get to KWC and could be the same the next Genji. But as of the moment, it is going to be Genji.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be our second game between Genji and Boom Esports. The Gorge is ready. I know that everyone is counting the seconds for this. Is it going to be Boom Esports? Is going to be Genji? Boys, take it from here.
So we are getting into game number 2 of Genji and Boom Esports. And if we just look at obviously the draft, obviously we were seeing it in a little bit of a faster time. We have obviously the Dharma come through, which has been banned in like the past 3 games that we've seen. Agudo here for Karll, taking a little bit more of a different approach into the jungle and giving over a bit more sustain as well. We've not only got the Agudo, we have the Dolia. A lot of healing for the side of Boom Esports. And speaking of Boom, we get first blood.
First blood real quick here as both side junglers look to trade the jungle here. And Miggy here looking for some of a disturbance here on Rock's jungle clear here. And looking at Clue on the down fake here. Does not go for the smite setup that we have been seeing frequently. Goes for the stun instead. Wants to disrupt Miggy on the engage. Wants to disrupt Tatsuri on Maestro's engage. So definitely a very smart setup here coming in from Clue. But whether he can realize it or not, it definitely depends on his mechanics.
Exactly. It was kind of like what we were saying about the Hino in the previous series, right? Like, he may have the ultimate, but if he can press the button, that's a different story. And that's what you really need to kind of lock into with that stun onto the Zhang Fei here. But Ray, we're seeing a little bit of a replay here, potentially that first blood going into the pit here. We do see Inua into the Tyrant pit.
Well, Inua being caught out here, and right now, top side being won over from the side of Wawa and Rock. Rock securing the Dimensional Sprite, and right now teleporting to the mid lane and sharing further farm with Inua. Right now, 3-man strong towards the bot side. Knock up onto Ray.
Knock up onto Ray, looking pretty low here. Agudo is going with the furball into the backline. Ray's having to use the parasol to get out, but it is gonna be a heck of a chase there. They get another kill onto the side of Genji. Inua going down. The Yixing is not Yixinging right now. And we are getting another one. Clue on the beast. Zhang Fei taken down.
Remember what I said about starting your engine? Remember what I said about it's now or never? This is now or never here, Black. Boom Esports, 0-4, clean start. 2 minutes in, already securing almost 2,000 gold lead already.
Yeah, I mean, this is the kind of a Agudo playstyle we was really hoping from Blacklist International, right? We really need that very early, very aggressive takedown of those turrets. And we're already seeing it down to the bot side of the map. They're trying to create a pressure for the side of Genji down there.
Right now, impressive though at the tier 2 in between the tier 3 of Genji right now. And hold on a minute, Toshi.
Just another engage here coming through. We are getting the Unbridled Light Burst to push them away for, thanks to Clue, keeping Ray alive once again. Have to be careful onto this Ali. Tatsuri looking at the land of no return. He gets taken down.
Ray with the immediate dodge on the flash engage coming from Tatsuri though. And right now, they are severely punished right now. Is there an invade towards the jungle of Karll? There is no invade, but it's a consolation prize for the side of Genji as they recover the deficit that they suffered from the 4 kills.
Recover the deficit, but I mean, we have to give appreciation of the Boom Esports, right? Like, even with that shielding onto the turrets in the early game, they've managed to run it down to at least like 1/5 of health.
That's the beauty of Agudo here. You go for the turrets, but hang on a moment, the boys out.
Yeah, Toshi actually being stripped away from the rest of his teammates could be troublesome predicament for him, but it is going to be trade for the marksman here for both of these teams. Can they take out either of the jungles? Because if they can, this neutral objective is going to be easier for whoever gets taken down, but there is a lot of pressure being created here from Boom.
It's a party in the farm lane as we see 9 players strong coming towards the farm lane here as Wawa is safely farming on the Fatigue here. As we mentioned, we didn't get to see in the pick and ban, but Fatigue has been one of the most consistent picks today in first day of KWC.
Yeah, a lot of weight on Wawa's shoulders, right? I mean, he knows that it's 100% win rate, so if it's not careful, he could be the first smidge, the blemish on the record for the party at this point. But Boom, for the first time within these 2 games, gets a neutral objective.
Securing the Tyrant does make sure that they have more damage to really burst through this early game here. Right now, we see a rotation coming in from Toshi, securing the Crimson Golem towards the top side here and taking farm in the mid lane here. Yet again, the bot lane tower, farm lane tower for the side Genji is still standing strong.
Still standing strong, and I mean, that could be to the dividends of Genji being very good at the defense, or Boom just not quite putting in as much pressure as they needed to that bot side of the map. But there we go, we do see the good mobilization being used by the side of Boom Esports. It is going to be impressive with the kill that he didn't get in game number 1, but gets in game number 2. And we are seeing Wawa looking pretty low. Miji as well as Tatsuri all looking pretty low. So Genji licking their wounds, but can they keep this T1 intact into the mid lane? And the answer is no.
The answer is no, and the most important tower in the early game, the tier 1 tower, has been taken down in the mid lane for the side of Genji here. Right now, Toshi and friends are looking to even further push Genji behind. Okay, hold on here, Black. We gotta catch a breather here as we're seeing so much action in just a short span of 1 minute.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that 1 minute seemed like a lifetime for the side of Genji within this game number 2, right? But Boom Miji looking pretty low, looking to go for a 2v1 here with Karll on Wawa, but the self-sustain from the party coming through gets the kill for Genji.
Beautiful stuff.
The Enlightened Mantras comes through and hits with a pow.
He was definitely hyped up there. He got a 2v1 play. He was thinking like, can I get this kill onto Miggy? Nah, Miggy's like, nah, psych.
Yeah, no, we're a bit of a tease there. It's like, hey, no, we're pulling him in with a golden carrot. Let's see if he takes the bait. And he did. And that was Boom Esports going out top there. The Unbridled Labors from Clue being committed here onto Tatsuri. He is looking pretty low, having to be forcing the Maestro into the back line is not where you want it. You want it all up in the grill of Genji. And speaking of grills, it is Rock into the back line here. Gets the kill onto Impressive. A little bit off sustain is going to be an issue here. And Midgie comes through, claiming that 1-1 trade and takes down Rock, which could be an issue here for Genji.
Well, I gotta say, a lot of fighting. This is what Paul SG Chingling is talking about.
Yep.
Boom Esports, they love to fight, and right now, 6 minutes in, we already have 12 kills on the Gore tier plan.
12 kills. I mean, it's not looking too sort of like topsy-turvy, right? Like, we got 4 on Genji, 8 on Boom. It's not looking like 12-0, right? So there is still means for Genji to try and take this game number 2, but it's not looking like it's going to be an easy take, right?
It's definitely not going to be easy as the Boom Esports, they have awoken in this game here. The key player here has got to be Wawa on this fatigue. He has shown 2v2s and 2v1s, and right now though, engaged going always to Clue.
Yeah, I mean, they're just trying to chunk down the beast, right? I mean, he's almost at the rage bar, so now he has the Unbridled Outburst, so he's not the target you really want to be going for. I mean, maybe try and bait out the Unbridled Outburst to stop a great engage further on down the line. Could have been the issue there for Boom Esports, but they weren't able to get it out of him.
Exactly, and right now, 3-man strong coming from Boom Esports. Look to take down the top turret here, right on the bot side,
no! Wawa! Oh, okay, he's still alive. He's able to flash out of there. Now his teammates come through. Unbridled Outburst catches none, but forces Tatsuri away from Midgie, keeping him and locking him down. He's taken down by Genji, as well as a T1.
But that's so much resources expended just for the 1 kill onto Miggy here. The top lane tower, the tier 3, has been punished from the side of Boom Esports. They take the Boom Esports tower, but right now they're knocking onto the crystal. Are you serious here?
Yeah, a bit of a pace race between both of these teams. A little bit of a defensive measure is needed here from Genji, but Clue taking too much damage here.
This is crazy stuff coming in from Boom. I was thinking that, okay, tier 3 done, but they went for more. They wanted the crystal. That is nuts. But right now, we look at damage taken here. Clue and Rock definitely doing a lot of damage taking from the side of Genji. They are the punching bags. The stone wall for the side of Genji. They are banking on Ray and Wawa to carry.
They are trying to bank on them, right? I mean, this is the thing. Like, Boom Esports from game number 1 know that the team fights are going to be hard for them, so they have to try and get pressure elsewhere, which is why we saw such a great, clear takedown of that top side of the map. But right now, a little bit of a reset. We're looking to go for the neutral objectives, not quite a shadow variant. The Unbridled Outburst actually successful, catching 2, of 1 being Verbal, 1 being Dolia, but that is not going to be enough to keep away Boom Esports. They're into the enemy jungle. Rock is on the run. Ray Wawa looking to stay here, but get base checked by Tatsuri. Nice, clean intel for the side of Boom Esports.
Nice, clean intel. HP bars are looking low for the side of Genji. For the side of Boom Esports, they take it, the fight, they win, they take the tower. It's all about objectives, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes you don't have to get the kills, but once you get the HP bars down, you get the turret.
Yeah, again, another aggressive kind of approach here with the minion wave. They have to try and take this T3. Now, if they don't, they may be pushing the game a little bit further for their liking, because Agudo kind of starts to fall off into that mid to late game. But right now, we are seeing the Arlie just trying to clear out the minion waves. It's going to be enough. The critters aren't going to be enough there to allow Boom Esports to get the T3, but they get the T2 instead.
Wow, that's all the turrets, out the turrets down for the side of Genji here. And right now, Tatsuri dancing in the enemy base of Genji here. Tyrant has been spotted on the map, but Boom, they want more turrets.
They want more turrets. Verbals into the thick of it, trying to get that last one there into the mid lane. The high ground turret does fall for the side of Genji, which is looking like a shaky game number 2 compared to what we just saw in game number 1, right? This is looking like they've been caught on the back foot.
They are caught in the back foot right now. Genji, they need some form of engage here. Wawa or Clue finding these crucial engages onto the back line, such as Toshi, such as Tatsuri here. So right now, 10 minutes, 30 seconds here. Tyrant is the name of the game.
I mean, looking at Genji here, they've got to make sure the minions is obviously crashing in there with the minions at base. But one stun was enough for Clue. He's gone for the frigid charge as well. He's going to go for the two stuns. But Tatsuri into the back line takes down Ray. A lot of damage already been taken off the side of Genji. Inua is looking like he has to be saved here. It is the president. They have to make sure they calm around him to keep him safe. But Toshi doing a lot of damage right now.
Boom Esports here, they do not want the objective, they want the game-winning push right here. 15 seconds on the clock for Ray until his respawn here. Do you have enough time here, Boom Esports?
I mean, they got to wait for the minion wave in the top side of the map to come through because they are able to take down the minion wave into the mid lane. But Boom are looking not to take the pressure off here, and they decide, you know what, guys? Shadow Tyrant, Shadow Overlord is now up. Let's go and get one of those. Let's get that final nail in the coffin.
They play it smart, they play it clean. 3 tier 3s down, empty towers coming in from Genji here. So right now, Boom Esports, they're looking for a fight.
They're looking for a fight. The kick up there. The Kachusan's coming through. It's going to be enough damage onto Clue. Not quite. He looks like he's barely been scratched. But Miji, on the other hand, he's trying to get a kill. Wawa goes down. Rock pays back that favor. 2-1 trade right now. The crucial crowd control from the side of Genji is not going to be enough here for Boom Esports to stay away. They are looking to make sure they meet these minions right now because it's currently looking like a 4v3.
Hellfires are blinking low coming in from Karll and Toshi here. Are they seriously going for this push or are they looking for the objectives here? Shadow Variance has still not been touched. Tatsuri goes in!
Yep, Tatsuri has to get in, get out, but Ray goes down again. This is looking very hairy for both Inua and Clue, but they're going to try their darndest to keep the minions from that crystal, but crashing in is going to be the minions, but we are seeing some L's being taken here by the side of Boom Esports. Impressive, going down, and we're seeing Wawa, he's diving a little bit too much, lost into the sauce, is going to be Genji Wawa.
They are still fighting, it has been 2 solid minutes here. Boom Esports bringing in their style from the PKL and they're looking to knock on the crystal of Genji, bring it to game 3.
They say 3 is the magic number. This is the 3rd minion wave to come through, but it's not looking like they're going down without a fight. Rock is trying to keep them away, but they are going to take down the crystal. Boom, not out with a clean 2-0. They are back in the race.
They are bringing the PKL playstyle. They love the fight, they love the brawl. That is Boom Esports playstyle. They are back online after game 2.
Back online
wow.
after game 2. Great game 2, that one. I mean, definitely the performance that they needed, right?
Definitely indeed. Boom Esports here, we were talking, if it's not now, when will they show up? Right now, game 2, they come in with a different style. They were not playing tempo, they were just playing fights after fights after fights, playing with the Agudo tempo, playing for turrets, playing for these crucial engages. Yep. Tatsuri on the Maestro lane were definitely the key difference maker in all these engages.
I mean, not only the players is going to be the thing that's changed the whole interaction here, but maybe the reality check that we gave them on the desk, right? Going to that lower bracket, maybe it was enough to scare them.
I mean, definitely going to lower bracket, losing out the direct access to the playoffs is definitely a shocker or a nightmare here. So definitely, the coach probably head on to the back and say, hey guys, this is not you. Brush up, freshen up, drink some water, and let's go again.
That's it. Get your fruit in, lads. We've seen quite a few of the players eating some bananas before this game number 2, and then the potassium is clearly what they needed to get that game 2 victory because they were thinking smart, they were thinking fast, and with the likes of the Agudo and the Mai Shiranui, they needed to operate this one fast.
Indeed, and look at all these plays coming in. This is one of those games where we have zero focus on the objectives. It's just fight, 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 fight. And look at this. This one, they got Ray, and right now, they were knocking onto the crystal. They just kept fighting. Look at this. Fights after fights after fights. Genji respawns, we fight again. Wawa comes out, looks for Tatsuri, looks for Toshi, flashes away, and look at this. Miki was getting a big engage onto the backline, and they were looking for the turret. Look at Toshi, he's still fighting.
He's just sat there at the back of the fight. He's like, you know what, guys, just let me get rocked, let me get a bit more of the kills, let me just get some more gold on there. But like you were saying there, though, Sagi, is the fact that they played a little bit more different into that game number 2. Obviously, we saw that big crashing wave into the top side of the map when we saw a bit of a team fight happening. I feel like Boom just kind of acknowledged in game number 1, they can't really take Genji in a team fight when they don't have the advantage. Like, yes, they can try and be as mechanically as possible and outplay, but it just wasn't paying.
Game goes, and that MBT for this part is going to be Karll.
Yes, the young prodigy himself onto the Agudo. A little bit of a love letter to Blam, as I've already stated. I am an Agudo main. I love this hero. But 519 KDA, damage dealt 22.5%. I'm going to round that up to 23 because, I mean, he played Agudo. And then, obviously, damage taken. He did what he needed to do, was soak that damage.